it's not sorted yet 100%, but it's in the making. He's got no choice now, you know, so I'm happy that the WBO vacated, and yeah, it's going to happen.
And do you think he'll take the fight, or there is the option he could move up?
Yeah, I think he'll take it. You know, he just won all the belts. You want to keep the belts. You don't just give them away. You work so hard, you don't want to just give it away. So, yeah.
And you're over there for the Charlo Castano fight. What do you see in that fight that makes you think that you can get the job done?
Yeah, look, the boys are both high level. They both fought amazing. You know, it was Castano's way, and it was Charlo's way. Castano's way, it was back and forth. And then the pace of Castano dropped, and Charlie just took over. You know, Charlo likes to fight slowly. He likes to pick his time, pick his shots. He doesn't like anything too high paced. So it'll be interesting because my style is complete opposite to what he likes.
Now, Charlo was pretty critical of your performance against Gachet. What'd you make of that?
I lost 1 round, 2 rounds at max, and I won every round in his own backyard. So he's just a hater, man. He's like a grumpy old man. He's always frowning. He's always angry. let an old man be.
And there was the big fight with your dad Costa and Zab Judah. You said today this will be your Zab Judah moment. What do you mean by that?
Look, everyone's got their big fight in them. You know, the biggest one for all the belts. There's so much resemblance in it. American, again, A-side, all these little things, and that's why it's my Zab Judah moment, because this is what makes your career from good to legendary status.
Now, he's got until June 20 to take the fight or vacate the belt. What happens now from a business standpoint?
Look, I don't get involved in all that. The boys are working. I literally just train. I get told who I want to fight. I tell them that's who I want to fight, wherever it is. Let's do it. Let's get it on.
Now, if it is a Charlo fight, do you think it'll be towards the back end of the year? Or?
Yeah, probably. Who knows, man? Who knows? I really don't know.
All right, thanks so much, Tim.
No worries.
A moment that's been a long time in the making. We just got the news that WBO has mandated the Timmy will fight for the world title. It has to be done by June 20 against Charlo. What was your reaction when the news dropped this morning?
Look, for me, very excited. Look, it's something that we've been talking about for quite some time. A lot of work's gone into this to get to this point, and I think the performances of Tim leading up to this point has put us in this fantastic position where Tim's got the opportunity to fight for the unified world title. So, Jermell Charlo, great champion, one of the great champions, pound for pound, top 10 pound for pound in the world. So, massive fight for Tim, and something that we're really excited about.
Tim, you and Charlo have been circling each other for quite a while now, and I know this is a moment that you've wanted for a long time. Are you ready for this level of opposition?
Yeah, look, this is the top of the mountain, you know, straight to the very top. And it's the best way to challenge yourself, you know, is to go straight to the top for all the belts. 27 years old, I think it's a dream come true.
Do you like the fact that Charlo seems to continually look past you?
Yeah, that's the best thing about it. You know, this is my Zab Judah moment. You know, this is the moment that every kid dreams of, and the best thing about it is that he reckons it's going to be a walk in the park. So I guarantee you, there's no walk in the park for him.
It'll be in his backyard, whether it's in Las Vegas or another big city. To go over there and take 4 of the champions' belts, it's a chance to rocket yourself into global superstardom in one night.
Yeah, the thing is, it could be here in Australia. You never know. Absolutely. You never know, and wherever it is, I'm ready to fight anywhere. And I'm ready to take the 4 belts.
And it's one thing that we'll be pushing for as well is, you know, we've built this campaign all the way through here in Australia, built up a massive fan base with Tim, and we love to bring big fights here to Australia. So if we can get this fight here in Australia, we definitely will. But like Tim said, if it ends up over there, we'll happily take them over there too.
What's the process? Next 20 days to seal the deal?
The process next 20 days is talking to PBC. We've got a really good relationship with PBC. We've got to this point now we're, you know, we are the mandatory challenger. We've been talking to them for a long time, put ourselves in this position, and you know, I think our relationship with PBC is in a really good position, and hopefully we can get it here. We're going to push everything that we can, you know, from our side, but they hold all the cards. So, you know, at the end of the day, whatever they want is how it'll land. And you know, like I said, if we can get it here, we will. But if we have to go over there, we'll happily do it.
Where would you be hoping for over here if you could bring it over here?
Absolutely anywhere. I think, you know, Tim's built up his name here in Sydney. He's a local Sydney boy. We'd love to have it here. We've actually spoke to the WA government, the Victorian government, New South Wales government and the Queensland government to see where the interest is in bringing the fights, and there's good interest here in Australia. So it's great to know that we've got that support here in Australia if we can get the fight here.
Tim, you were inside to watch the Charlo Castaño fight. What was your impression, and did you see anything that concerned you at all?
Yeah, look, the boys are the top level, you know. It's no walk in the park. I completely understand that. But at the same time, I do believe in my ability. Castaño is only a small man, so I'm not going to judge that performance. But I give credit to Charlo. He's good. He's not bad. He is in the top 10 pound for pound. He's at his peak, 30 years old, you know. He's on a high, he's got all the belts, and that's the best thing about it, is that if you take on someone like that at their peak in the pound for pound list and take it all away from them, it's even sweeter.
Why do you beat him?
Why?
Yep.
Just got to show and prove it, you know. I can't really say at the moment why. It's easier said than done, of course, but I'll prove it. I know in my heart, I know obviously I know myself that I can do it. The boys know I can do it, just to show the world, you know. And for the first time, I'll probably not be the favourite, which is good. And if anyone wants to win some money, there you go.
He's been sledging you like mercilessly, basically for months now. Has that added extra motivation? Is that part of the reason why you were so keen to make this fight happen?
He's just the typical. He's just the typical man, you know, the typical flashy, talk smack top guy. There's no better way to shut him up than to punch him in the face, you know. And that's what I want to do.
Just like Zab Judah?
I told you, this is the Zab Judah moment for me, you know. This is it. This is the destiny. This is what I've ever worked for, you know. 27 years old, and to happen this early in my career, it's great.
Ben, you obviously don't have a date yet, but have you got an idea of when it may happen?
Oh, it'll be this year. We can't lock a date in just yet. It's all part of the negotiation that's happening. It's just an amazing opportunity. These things don't come along very often. This is a legitimate, undisputed championship for all the belts against the top 10, you know, pound for pound in the world. And for Tim this morning, the first phone call this morning, and his response was, "Wow." And it's just gone on from there. It's just been chaos ever since.
I was like, shit, now I've got to go for a run.
Yeah, and funnily enough, I rang him on the way down. He said, "I can't talk, I'm training." So he was motivated and ready to go. But he talks about the Zab Judah moment. It was 25 years ago. The world was against our bloke, Tszyu. Tszyu went over there. We all went over quietly and took care of business in the second round. So yeah, it's a deja vu for me and for some of our team and for Grandpa as well. And I'm sure that all of us, No Limits, George, Matty, everyone, we're just stoked for Timmy. It's been an amazing 4-year journey from where he started to where he is. We're so proud of him, but it's all on him. He's put himself here. 21 opponents have all said they'll do Tim Tszyu, and none of them have. And we intend number 22 to be the biggest scalp.
Tim, Zab Judah moment over there in Vegas would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I was pushing the boys for that. But Australia
Why
would
the
be
change?
good.
Why the change of heart?
No, actually, I wouldn't mind America. Look, anyway, I couldn't care less, you know. 4 belts on the line, I couldn't care less where I'm fighting.
We've said from day one with Timmy, we've said from day one that whenever we get an opportunity to bring the big fights to the Australian public, we will do so. And I've said to George and Matty, don't ever lose that out of our agenda. So it's on the table. The reality is that they will ultimately call the shot, but we'll certainly be pushing as hard as we can with the best offer we can to get it home to Australia. If it goes to America, it's going to be equally as exciting, no doubt.
So he has the hands, and when do you think you'll actually be ready to fight this fight?
Yeah, look, my hands are on track, you know. I'll be punching in maybe a month time. So, you know, there's no rush anyway into this. Everything will be good.
Are you confident that he'll take the fight and won't vacate or go up a weight division?
Look, I think he'll take the fight. I think his confidence after the last fight is that, mate, he became the undisputed champion of the world. It's something that you want to defend, that you want to hold on to for a while. His biggest problem is that he's got a guy like Tim Tszyu there waiting to take that next fight, and you know it's going to be a very different story for him in this next fight. But I think it'll happen definitely, and the way that our negotiations are heading at the moment, I think it'll be an absolutely fantastic fight.
Timmy, you fought for big money almost your whole career, given the backing that you've had. This obviously is going to be a fight where Charlo is the A side. He's got all the belts. He could probably demand a 90-10 split. I imagine for you, the money doesn't mean anything in this fight, does it? It's what's at stake.
No, everything for this fight is the belts. The belts. This is what you work for. You know, as a boxer growing up, this is what you dream of. And as I said before, this is my Zab Judah fight. For him, this is probably just another walk in the park. He feels like, but for me, this is everything and everything I've ever worked for.
You say it's everything that you've ever worked for. The pressure's going to be just another level over there. Isn't it? How do you expect to handle that?
Pressure?
Yeah.
Or how have I handled it before? Easy work.
He does thrive on pressure, I will say that. It's a genetic pass down. Not too much is going to phase Tim, I can tell you that. He will be, I guarantee you this, Tim will be 100% ready to take this to the stage. Charlo should have the confidence. He is the undisputed champ, and we're very happy to go, whether here or over there, in as underdogs. But I will say this, Tim Tszyu, the Tim Tszyu that turns up for Charlo will be absolutely ready for it.
And you look at Tim's last two fights. We went over to Minneapolis where it was -20 at nights and fought over there on US soil. Got a fantastic result there. Before that, he's got a sold-out venue out here at Kudos Bank Arena. Crowds going nuts, coming in off a 10-metre platform with his name in flames behind him. So he's experienced all different sorts of atmospheres leading up to this. So I think, you know, the moment won't be too big for him. He'll be ready to roll.
Tim, how beneficial was going over to Real Dorche in America, experiencing all of that? In hindsight, timing was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think that lesson was incredible. You know, even having the crowd against just everyone screaming USA in round two, you know, it pumps you up, and again to overcome adversity as well. Again, everything leads to this particular moment, and this is it.
You maybe had a surprised reaction to the news this morning. Was that because of the way Charlo reacted to the prospect of fighting you after he beat Castano?
Look, he's just a smack talker, you know. And he was trying to act cool in here. That's how he is, you know. But I was always confident in the boys and getting it done. Thanks to the WBO for finally, you know, mandating it and making it happen. There's no choice.
Tim, I don't think he's yet to say your full name, so do you want to stare down the barrel of the camera and let him know who you are?
Kazoo.
It was a bit of a surprise for Tim, for sure, this morning, but I think from a team perspective, from us and No Limits, that we were fairly comfortable and confident coming away and coming back from the United States and talking to everyone over there that we could make this happen. But without the help of the WBO and in particular Danny Lee here, it's been amazing support, and they see it as probably the best opportunity for them as well to present. So it's here. I'm still a bit sort of shell shocked, and I'm just excited for this young man at 27 years old. This is amazing, and I keep coming back to the fact that they don't come around very often. This is undisputed for all the belts, and that's as big as it gets. And I just said to Tim before we walked out, you do realise there's nothing bigger after this. You've got to, if you win all these belts, you've got to hang on to them, and so the job begins. And we're very proud of him, and I'm very proud of No Limits and everything that we've done as a team to, in such a short time, place him where he is today. And we hope Australia and everybody gets right behind Tim, and we go over there or we bring it home here and deliver the goods.
And George, how has that relationship with PBC evolved? Because they're a behemoth in the world boxing stage.
Absolutely. Look, it didn't happen overnight. It's been something that's been in the process for a number of years, in that we've been building that relationship over time, and to the point where they're comfortable with us knowing who we are and what we stand for, and what we've got in Tim Tszyu and the rest of the fighters that we have in our stable. So it's been a work in progress, that's for sure, but one that I think we're really comfortable with where we're at. And you know, they may be a little bit upset come fight night when Tim gets the win, but you know, it doesn't mean that we won't continue working with them going forward.
Glenn, what are your recollections of Tszyu going over there and getting the job done against Zab?
Oh, look, I was driving down today and I thought to myself, how good would this be if we could pull it to the MGM?
Yeah.
It would almost be like a rerun, 25 years. We in fact spoke with Zab at the fight. He was sitting right behind us, so we had a good chat, and him and Costa are still great mates. And that captured the Australian public like nothing I've ever seen before. And I believe that this will be the same case for Tim. And my recollection of it is quite simple. You know, that's the best chicken dance I've ever seen. And I look back at the video and I can't believe that it just, for me, it was an all-time highlight. And I look forward to experiencing that with Tim. And I also look forward to guiding our team through the process based on that experience. And our team has one thing that a lot of teams don't have, and that is we've been there. And so we'll have this young bloke in the best environment, have him well and truly ready. And I'm confident that he's got we're here because he has got the ability, the skills to win it. And that's all we care about. He's going to win this fight. And the doubters can doubt, 21 of them have, and the 22nd one will as well. So very proud day for all of us, and super proud of this young man for everything he's achieved, because ultimately it's on him.
Tim, were you too young to remember that? You'd only be 1 or 2 years old or something at the time?
Yeah, no, I still got some memories of it. I was at home. Yeah, it was a good moment.
The second round was obviously great. How well do you remember the first?
I remember everyone was shitting themselves. Bro.
Yeah.
I remember it was dead silence.
There was a right hand from Zab that went past Kostya's nose that literally would have probably put his head in the third row, and Kostya just evaded it, and we all took a sigh of relief. But he was, Zab Judah, for those who don't remember, at the time was the next big thing. There was no Floyd Mayweather. Oscar De La Hoya was floating around. We were trying to line all these guys up, and no one would have a bar of Kostya. And for Zab, it was like Jermell Charlo, a walk in the park. I remember he referred to Kostya as an old Land Cruiser taking on the new Mercedes. Well, this bloke drives a C63. So we're going over there to show these guys that this kid's the real deal, as was his father. And we hope and we believe that he'll produce a result on par, where he has all those belts thrown all over him at the end of the fight.
You talk about fate, mate. I mean, few fighters get to fight for a world title. You're fighting for the undisputed title in your first crack at a world championship. How does that feel?
Top of the mountain, yeah, straight to the top of the mountain. It's crazy, and I'm actually speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm out of words. But this is where the real fun begins. This is where everything that you got to do now, it's time to prove it. You know, this is it.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.